Ladies and gentlemen, we just got some very interesting news, not only about what possibly could be the next Xbox console, but also a new Call of Duty game that could be launching alongside of it. All the information do come from a very well-known and credible source by the name of the Ghost of Hope, or simply just Hope. Throughout the years, we've covered a lot of Hope's leaks and most of them turn out to be true. So like I said, he is a very credible leaker. However, even with that being said, take everything I talk about here with a grain of salt, because as long as it's not 100% confirmed by Microsoft or Activision, take everything I say here with a grain of salt, because they are only rumors and remain rumors until proven officially otherwise by Microsoft or Activision. Back in May of last year, Hope ends up tweeting saying, hearing from trusted sources that the next Xbox is planned to be released in late 2026. Very likely that COD 2026, which is Infinity Ward's title, is a day one release for it. And then only a couple days ago on January 6th, Hope ends up tweeting saying, take this with a huge grain of salt. I'm hearing that the next Xbox console is still coming in 2026 and will be called Xbox Prime. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this naming scheme is absolutely terrible. Still unclear if it's a code name or the actual name. I've heard Infinity Ward's next code is still being considered a day one release for it. Okay, so within 6 months, Hope ends up tweeting saying that Xbox's next generation console will be releasing in 2026 and that Infinity Ward's next title, Call of Duty 2026, will be a day one release for it, which is absolutely big news if I'm being honest with you guys. However, I must talk about the naming schemes. So first of all, of course, we had the OG Xbox, that's fine. Then they named their next console Xbox 360. Don't ask me what happened to the previous 359 Xboxes. Then they move on to Xbox One, which is just like what? And then again they go on to Xbox One X. What happened to the previous 9 consoles? Don't ask me. And then finally now the current generation of consoles are called the Xbox Series X and S. To be honest, you guys, I don't even have anything funny to say here. The naming scheme is super crazy, and it's only gonna get worse from here, because according to Hope, the next Xbox could possibly be called Xbox Prime. I mean, what on earth is this? What am I going to Xbox Prime, or am I trying to play my Xbox game on Prime Energy? To be honest with you guys, with their everything is Xbox ad, I can definitely see the Prime Energy being a Xbox so I can play my games on. Okay, I'm just going absolutely crazy. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But anyways, I digress. The naming scheme is really crazy. But the thing is, this could not be the final product name, okay? This could be just an internal code name for the Xbox, but when the actual next gen Xbox comes out, it could be called something else. But to be honest with you guys, with Xbox, like I said, you really don't know. They could literally call the next Xbox Xbox Prime, which if you think about it, it could be a very smart move to name your next Xbox Xbox Prime, because a lot of people already use Amazon Prime, so they might search for it. Or if you're trying to buy Prime Energy drink, if you search for these things, Xbox Prime would come up there in one of the searches as well. So if you think about it, that is very smart from Xbox. When people search for Amazon Prime or Prime Energy drink, Xbox Prime will come up right there, and it could also drive up some sales. So that is actually a very smart move from Microsoft if they name their Xbox Prime. Now if I'm being honest with you guys, I can definitely see Microsoft doing something like this, where they launch the next gen Xbox next year and also have Call of Duty 2026 a day one launch title, because you know that's gonna be a needle mover. I don't care how bad Call of Duty is doing, it will always have a very large player base, and if you bundle a new Call of Duty game with their new Xbox, like I said, that's definitely gonna be a needle mover. It's gonna definitely sell you a lot of consoles if I'm being honest with you guys. But not only that, as you guys know, we're not due another next gen consoles until about another 3-4 years, okay? We are not even fully into the 5th year of the current gen consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S. Our next generation console should be around 2028 if we follow the same patterns as the previous generation consoles. Each generation of consoles is about 8 years, but can you imagine if Xbox can beat PlayStation to the punch and they release their next generation Xbox console a year, maybe even 2 prior to PlayStation 6, and you have the next Call of Duty as a day one launch title? Man, oh man, that's gonna, like I said, sell you a lot of consoles, millions upon millions of consoles. That's definitely a very smart move. Of course, if you guys remember, Xbox did this once before with the Xbox 360, where they released it a full year before PlayStation 3, and as you guys know, the rest is history. Now yes, I know the Xbox 360 was absolutely legendary, it's an iconic console, and I'm not saying that the Xbox Prime, just because they released it a year or 2 before PlayStation 6, that means it's gonna be absolutely Xbox 360 levels. No, of course not. It could still flop even if they release it before the PlayStation 6, but there is always that chance that if Xbox Prime could be an amazing console like the Xbox 360 was, and you have the newest Call of Duty as a launch title, and you release it a year, maybe even 2 years before the PlayStation 6, that could really be the comeback of Xbox. It could get really interesting and really crazy. Now the craziest part in all of this, and what really makes me believe that this is indeed true, as you guys know, Microsoft/Xbox owns Activision and Call of Duty, and if the next Call of Duty is indeed a launch title for the Xbox Prime, then you know currently Infinity Ward and even Sledgehammer Games for their 2027 title are making their next Call of Duty games on the next Xbox or Xbox Prime's dev kit. And with Hope having sources at Activision who are currently working on their next Call of Duty 2026 on the Xbox Prime dev kit, that's how we got his information. And if that is the case, then you know this is true 100%. But of course, like I said, take this with a grain of salt. Nothing is confirmed yet by Microsoft or Activision. But if I'm being honest with you guys, this is really interesting. We could be just over a year from the next generation Xbox console releasing, and of course Infinity Ward's COD 2026 title, man oh man, it's gonna be really crazy. I'm super excited if I'm being honest with you guys. But what do you guys think about all of this? Make sure to tell me in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your opinions and thoughts on the Xbox Prime and Call of Duty 2026 being a day one launch title. But with all that being said, make sure to click the video in the screen right now to know what Treyarch is changing in Black Ops 6 Zombies. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to see for the like button, and while you're down there, make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already for more videos like this one. Thank you guys for watching this video.